everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin, and if you are new here, then welcome. I'm glad that you stopped by. If you are a returning subscriber, hey, what's up? How's it going? You back again? I knew you would be. I knew you would be. So today is a very exciting video. I am going to be doing a collab video. I've done a couple of these, so hopefully you're not getting tired of them, because I'm definitely not tired of collabing with these amazing people on YouTube. This collab is with Andrea from Glam and Grub. I absolutely love the premise of her channel. Both of us are just starting out in YouTube. She has a couple of really cool vlogs up. She recently went to the X Games, and she also does absolutely beautiful makeup tutorials. So we figured we'd sit down together and we would do a collab video. This is actually a tag video. It is the perfect palette tag. I cannot be more excited to collab with her. I will make sure to put her link up in the annotations above and in the description box down below. And let's see what Andrea has got in store for us.
Hey guys, my name is Andrea. Welcome to Glam and Grub. I do food videos, I do a lot of makeup, tutorials, reviews, and whatnot. I've been wanting to do this collab with Caitlin for a while. I'm glad we finally got around to doing it. Go ahead and watch her video all the way through. Once you're done with that, come to my channel, check what I have, and if you like it, go ahead and like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
I hope that when you're done watching this video that you will go and check out hers if you have just come from Andrea's video. Awesome! Welcome! Thank you for coming and visiting me. I'm gonna stop talking now and get right into the tag. So I have my magical book of magicalness, and in it are all the questions for the perfect palette tag, because I do not have them memorized. The first question is best packaging. Now I have all of my palettes on a little tiny table in front of me so that I wouldn't have to balance them all on my lap. My best packaging palette is actually the Divergent palette. Now I count this as a palette because it has several palettes inside of it. So as you can see, it's a very large kit. I am so happy to have this. My mom actually got it for me a couple years ago for my birthday. It has 4 lip glosses that I've actually turned around so that I can see the back of it. They look very much like the Hourglass packaging, so I don't know if Hourglass was actually the maker of this palette or not. Regardless, it has a face palette and several eyeshadow palettes, as well as up here you get the kind of not necessarily instructions, but kind of mini tutorials on how to do different looks. They're all based off of the different houses. So you have Abnegation, you have Dauntless, and Erudite, and all of the different lip glosses have different names, as well as all the different eyeshadows. They're very pigmented. They're absolutely gorgeous shades. Their blush, highlight, and bronzer in here are very good. And I just absolutely loved the big Ferris wheel. The back is just blank, but it says Divergent here. This sits on my desk, and I'm actually going to be doing a tutorial using only this palette, like as far as the products that are available in here. So make sure that you go, and I'll link that down below when it's up. The next question is the best color payoff. So I chose the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette from Too Faced. I absolutely love this brand, number one. And number two, my best friend actually got this for me for Easter because I could not get my hands on it. The colors are absolutely stunning. They're very obviously peanut butter and jelly. It smells like peanut butter, but there are no nuts in it, which I think is absolutely awesome of Too Faced. And the colors are actually based off of the original peanut butter color, which is that color right there, which was, I believe, in the chocolate bar palette, or maybe the semi-sweet, I can't remember, but basically they did a whole little palette surrounding that. It's in the same sort of packaging that their other eye palettes are in, like the Naturals one and the Smoky one, but it has a little peanut butter sandwich in the back. Everything is just very peanut butter and jelly. It has like little peanuts all over it. It's absolutely beautiful, and the color payoff is absolutely amazing. The next question is the most versatile palette you have. I actually had a very hard time with this because I normally choose palettes that are very versatile. I try not to go for, you know, palettes that you could only do like one certain look with, which is why I love the palettes that I've mentioned so far. But I finally went and I decided to give some love to an oldie but goodie. I actually got this in January, and it is the Choose Chi Chi Extravaganza Face Palette. Looks like this, and it doesn't have a mirror because the words are clear up here. But this has pretty much everything that you need to do a whole bunch of looks. Not only does it have 2 different types of bronzers, which you can actually even use for contour colors, because this one's a little bit more warm, this one's a little bit more cool. There are 3 different hues of blushes. There are 3 different hues of highlighters, which are all absolutely gorgeous. And then you have matte colors, shimmery colors, you have very beautiful bright colors, you have deep colors. Just this palette is absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And if you were to go on kind of like a very big trip, or maybe you wanted to have a lot of different options because you didn't know what you were going to be doing while you were on your trip, I would definitely suggest this palette. The next item is best for travel. Again, I had a very hard time choosing this, but I ultimately settled on the Naked on the Run palette. I got this several years ago now, obviously back when it was new. But the reason that I chose this is because when you're traveling, a lot of times you don't even wear makeup depending on what kind of traveling you're doing. Normally when I travel, it's for vacation or it's for an event where I'm not gonna need a lot of makeup. So I pack my standard items and then I pack this guy. This guy is also great for the gym. Holy moly. So number 1, it has an absolutely massive mirror, and in it you have the Perversion mascara, a Urban Decay 24-hour or 24/7 glide on eye pencil in Stag. So get one of their lip glosses, which is in a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. This shade is seriously universal. If you are a deep skin tone, it's going to look like a light nude on you, and it has reflex of gold in it. If you are a lighter skin tone, it's going to look like a very deep nude on you. It's absolutely beautiful. It has a decent amount of pigmentation. It's not like a cream product or anything like that. It definitely is a gloss, but it is so universally flattering. I absolutely love it. And then down here you get a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. Now this blush does look a little bit crazy when you're looking at it, but if you use a light hand, it's a very pretty flush of color. And the bronzer does have a little bit of shimmer in it, but it's not overwhelming. And then you get 5 eyeshadow shades, a mixture of shimmers and mattes. You get a pink in there and a bunch of different shades of brown. It's a very good palette for when you are literally on the run. So the next item is my biggest purchase regret as far as palettes go. And I have to say, it's this guy right here. This is the I Wish palette from Smashbox. It's a box. It's definitely very boxy, and it has kind of like this golden fabric. It has kind of a smaller mirror up here, but it's still a good size to do your eyes because this is an eyes only face palette. It came with an eye primer and a I think it's called their full exposure mascara, and those were both sample sizes. And then you have sort of creamy liner-like colors down below, and then everything else is powders. And then up in here you get these little tiny inserts that you can pull out, and there's a ton of them in here, and they show you different eye looks, so you can pick the one that you want and then put it down in here, and then you can reference it. So overall, you're probably thinking, why is this your biggest regret? And it's because all of the colors are so dark and it has some colors in here that I don't use. Also, these liners down here dried out so fast and they're not really suitable for anything else. Adagio, Allegro, Moderato, and Presto. And then in the alternative rock, you have Blink 1982, you have The Stroke, REM, and Third Eye Blinded, and these are all kind of mauve shades, and they have a little bit of shimmer in them. You have Disco Disco Solid Gold. It's an illuminator. It looks like Mary Luminizer. You have Pop Pop Don't You Want Me, which is a very pretty blush that's very kind of similar to NARS's Orgasm a little bit. You have Millie and Vanilli, which are both cream products. They're lip and cheek stains. I love the pigmentation on this palette, but I also absolutely love the names. And it's a very versatile palette. So if you can get your hands on this, I suggest it, especially if you love doing smoky eyes. The next item is my least used palette. And I am gonna have to go with this e.l.f. palette that I bought. This is a big ol' honkin' palette. I am all about palettes. I have even more than this. More than this, than I regret, that I love, etc., etc. I mean, I love palettes because I think it's more bang for your buck. Sometimes dreams don't always come true, and it's not as good as it seems when it comes with these. When it comes to eyeshadows. These are e.l.f. eyeshadows, and this palette is, I don't know which palette this is. This is like the Mega Sumo one though, because, and again, maybe I'll just have to give some of these out more of a try, but I will let you know what I have tried so far and what I've liked and haven't liked. So over here, you have 3 blushes, and these are way too light even for me. If you were super, super, super pale and very fair, then maybe these would look absolutely beautiful on you. But for me, these were way too pale, so they might be a little bit better used as eyeshadows if you're into like pinky peachy eyeshadows. These over here, there is a darker blush and then a highlight color. There's a bit of a bronzy highlight, and this would probably look gorgeous on you if you're darker skinned. Again, if on me it doesn't look very good because it's too dark. The blush down here is quite pretty, and this highlighter is not good. It's a little bit too pink on me. Some of these lip stains or lip glosses, lip creams, whatever you want to call them, some of them are very, very tough. Some of them have too much glitter in them, and some of them are very good. The darker ones seem to work better for me. Some of them also have kind of a metallic thing going on with them, which is very in right now, but it's not always a look that I would go for, so I pass on a lot of these. And as far as the eyeshadows go, a lot of these deeper eyeshadows and like the purples, I tried to do kind of a purple smoky eye, and it really did not work out. I actually wound up having to totally scrap my whole look and start over because there was so much fallout, and it just kind of messed things up. Sometimes the glitter in these is too much, and it kind of makes it chunky and chalky. And also all of the pans, as you can see, they're so tiny that sometimes you could barely even fit a brush in them. So the last question is most used, most loved desert island palette. And I actually am going to cheat. Sorry, but I'm gonna cheat, and I'm gonna do 2 because I can literally not decide between the 2 of these, and I will talk about both of them now. So this is the L'Oreal Paris La Palette Nude 1, and it's stunning. It's gorgeous. I have swatched these before. This was actually featured in my all of my makeup disappeared tag, or my desert island makeup tag. This palette has a little bit of an eye mirror in here, but it also has this clear panel so you can see the eyeshadows through it. It comes with a brush that's pretty decent, and all of these swatches are absolutely gorgeous. This palette is so versatile. It's so sturdy as well. Like, it doesn't just pop out. None of these shadows have ever popped out. There's not a lot of fallout with them. They are drugstore. This whole palette was about 25 bucks, and you get 10 eyeshadows in here, and you get 4 little looks on the back that you can, you know, create with these shadows. I absolutely love this. It's super flattering to my skin tone. I think it would even be flattering to deeper skin tones. Overall, it has matte, it has shimmer, it has everything that you need to create a very beautiful eye look, and I absolutely love this. There is also, if you're not necessarily into the neutrals, if you're more of a purple or a more smoky eye girl, there is the La Palette 2. I can't remember if that one is called nude as well, but that one is more purples and pinks. It's absolutely gorgeous. Again, the same situation. The colors are beautiful. There's a beautiful gradient of colors, mattes and shimmers, and the quality of the shadows is just absolutely stunning. And there's also the noir nudes, or I don't know if it's called the noir nudes or just the noir. But I only saw it in Ulta once, and it was gorgeous. It had blacks, silvers, grays, and blues, and it's for a very deep, sexy, smoky eye, and I cannot wait to go back to the States to try and get my hands on it because it looks fabulous. My cheater pumpkin eater / bonus item, depends on how optimistic you are really, is the Jaclyn Hill Becca Champagne Glow Face Palette. This face palette Jaclyn has been talking about so much, and I can see why, because she should be damn proud of this palette. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's absolutely flawless, and I will be using this until I can no longer physically use it, and then I will keep this little thing up on my bookshelf for posterity because it is gorgeous. It is white and gold. You have all of the names and the shades on the back, and inside this is a face palette, and you have a absolutely gorgeous mirror. Like, this mirror is almost as big as my head is. It's absolutely stunning, so you get to see you can see your whole face. More importantly, these shades. You have Champagne Pop, Prosecco Pop, Rosé Spritz, which can be used as a blush or a blush topper, Amaretto, and what is this one? And Pamplemousse, and or Pamplemousse, as some people have been saying it. Which this is like the most beautiful, versatile blush ever. Like, you don't know what blush to wear, just bring this bad boy out. This is a beautiful, bright, almost corally pink blush. It would be absolutely gorgeous even on deeper skin tones and on fair skin tones. You just have to use a very light hand if you're fair. This face palette is just everything. I got this the day before my birthday, so May 31st, and I have been using it every single day since, and it is now, I don't even know what the date is, but it's a while. I love this so much. I literally use this every single day, and if I forget, I'm like, so I hope that you guys enjoyed that video. I know I probably talked way too much. Hopefully I can cut this video down. But I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you found it informational and useful, and let me know what your perfect palette tag is. If you have one, make sure to link it down below, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and make sure to go check out Andrea's channel. She's absolutely adorable. I absolutely love this woman. So make sure to go check her out, and I will talk to you again next week. Bye!